60 days ago, I made a promise to YouTube to get in shape and build my very own Ironman suit. 2 lifelong goals combined into one slightly insane 4-month challenge, powered by public accountability. A complete recipe for success, right? Well, since then I've lost 7 kilos, but everything else in this challenge is kind of falling apart and I'm running out of time. On January 17, 2026, I announced a challenge that had popped into my nerdy head. Combine a fitness journey with my maker side by 3D printing a full Ironman suit, with electronics, of course, while losing 14 kgs to actually fit inside it. Because Ironman without that superhero V-shape just wouldn't look right. And the support I got in the comments of that video was amazing and super motivating, so thank you. Because you see, after countless attempts to lose weight throughout my life, I thought doing this publicly would give me the accountability I needed to finally get there. And that it'd be fun tying weight loss to a physical constraint, a plastic armor. And on that front, well, I was completely right. You see, I've achieved nearly every goal I've set my mind to except one: getting fit. I've always been a bit overweight, so it's really a lifelong dream for me. But I really didn't think this whole challenge through. From idea to announcement, it was just a few days. There was no time to think about the implications, and I really wasn't ready for what was coming. First, let's talk about what's going well: the diet. This was me at 90.6 kilograms, and this is me now at 83.6. 7 kilos down in 2 months. People have noticed, which honestly feels amazing. It's not the perfect 1 kilo per week, but it's exactly half of my 14 kg goal, so technically we're on track. And when it comes to food and exercise, I'm going by a principle from the software engineering world: KISS, or keep it stupid simple. Because problems start when you start overthinking and over-engineering solutions. I just have 4 rules. First, track everything to avoid surprises. Then eat 1700 calories a day, or about a 500 to 600 calorie deficit. Aggressive enough to lose weight, but not be completely miserable. I'll fast until noon and usually have 2 meals a day. Then eat a high protein diet, at least 160 grams of prot per day to be exact, or the pretty standard 2 grams per kilo of lean mass, to keep my existing muscle mass. And finally, number 4, take creatine. That's a great supplement and the only one I take. That's it, but when I say I track everything, I do track everything. That glass of wine on Valentine's Day? Tracked. That mini apple pie at a wedding? Tracked. And when I eat out, I just guesstimate, as I like to call it. I'm probably a bit off, but it still pushes me towards stuff that's easier to track, like chicken breasts and potatoes instead of something drowned in butter or oil, or pizza, which is terrible for dieting. Burgers are okay though. Food-wise, I'm very lazy, which is how I got kind of fat in the first place, ordering food twice a day. But 2 months in, I'm mostly on autopilot, defaulting to chicken, broccoli, and rice. If I don't want to think, that's what I'm gonna have. And apart from that, my staples are Musashi Rocky Road protein bars. I really like those as a snack. And 0% Greek yogurt with berries every single evening as a nice little treat. Sometimes I'll get fancy and cook something from Instagram or eat on a cutting board like an Instagram influencer. Those meals are yummy though. And on weekends, I'll have a Big Mac and nuggets, which sounds bad, but it's absolutely delicious and fits my macro, so it's fine, relax. Just skip the fries. I later bumped up my calories to 1800 a day because I realized I was probably being a bit too aggressive. And I'd rather lose a bit slower than lose muscle. The goal is still the same. Lose about 35 pounds or 14 kgs, get down to around 167 pounds or 76 kgs, and actually look like I belong inside this suit. Not necessarily shredded, but at least not this. The hardest part though, social events. We live in Phuket and we have a 5-year-old son and a big group of friends, so there's always something. Kids' birthday parties, dinners, drinks, you name it. Saying no to food and drinks during those events really sucks, but I made a promise and I'm sticking to it. For training, I kept it simple too. 3 full body workouts a week. Right now, I'm not trying to get stronger. I just want to hold on to the muscle I have while the fat drops. I'll break down my workout in the next video, and there's a bit of a twist. I can't actually train like most people because of a physical limitation I have to work around. Subscribe if you want to see what's up. So yeah, fitness-wise, it's actually working. And if you agree, I'd appreciate a like. Thank you for keeping me accountable. So now let's talk about what's not working, which is pretty much everything else. First of all, the suit. I completely underestimated how hard this would be to print. As I said, I live in Thailand, which means heat and humidity. And apparently that's the perfect recipe for failed prints. Which I kinda knew, I just didn't think it would be this bad. PLA and PTG hate this one trick. Water in the air, who would have thought? So now I'm running the AC constantly in my workshop and I've got a dehumidifier going as well 24/7. Just to give myself a chance. Then there's the massive task of 3D printing so many parts, some of them needing to be mirrored and others scaled, and I still need to figure out how to attach everything together on my body. I thought I could just start printing. Turns out, you actually need to plan everything, and because I didn't do that properly, I'm not as far as I'd like to be. I've got the helmet, the arms, the feet, and one calf printed out. The other calf has failed to print 3 times already. 4 times already, which is great because I'm still missing the legs, the back, the chest, and that's only 3D printing. I still need to post-process every single piece, assemble them, add electronics, and paint the entire thing. And I've got 2 months left. Which leads me to clogging, because my printer is clogging again, and it's the 3rd time it happened in 2 months. First time it happened, I had to order a couple of backup hot hands, wait a week for them to arrive and learn how to replace them. I changed it once, it clogged again the next day. I changed it again, and it's been running fine for a month, but the other day, it happened again. And I'm now waiting for more hot hands to arrive. So my printer has been out of commission for a week. My Lego Neptune 4 Plus might not just be enough anymore, so at this point, I'm honestly very close to just buying a bamboo printer, probably H2C, to hopefully get more reliable prints and double my throughput. An AMS2 Pro would also definitely help with the drying feature to fight off the humidity. And finally, there is YouTube, also known as me being an idiot. Because within the body that's within the plastic armor, there is a me, and I genuinely thought I could do this whole challenge in the background. That was very optimistic because I work 70 to 80 hours a week, half of that on my consulting business, the rest on building things for this channel, and I also have a developer's brand. So yeah, something had to give. Printing this thing requires attention almost every day. There is monitoring, planning, changing filaments, and I just haven't been doing a good job at that because I kept trying to do everything and getting distracted with other projects and other videos. While this massive Ironman project was just sitting there, not getting anywhere. And I think I've finally accepted that it's not going to work like that. I've been treating this like a side project, but it's not. I just don't have the skill to have this run in the background while I focus on other things and make other videos. It hit me when I was actually working on my one-piece epoxy sculpture, and I realized it would take me weeks to finish it. And that wasn't even something I was planning to do. I just started it to run the season 2 trendy wave. If I keep doing that, I'm never gonna finish this challenge in time. So for the next 2 months, I'm changing things up and I'm going all in. Inside the suit. And I also want to start publishing 1 video every week. Next video, my workout, how it started, how it changed, what's working, what isn't. Then fixing the printing situation, probably with more printers and a better setup. Then learning electronics properly, because right now I have no idea what I'm doing and how this whole suit is gonna work. I'm halfway through this challenge and I've definitely made progress. But I'm also starting to realize how much I underestimated this. And honestly, I don't know if I'm gonna make it, but I'm definitely not gonna stop now.